Good morning to you, Anne-Marie, and thank you for your time. So why aren't we preparing sufficiently for the cold and flu season?
Morning. Well, it's interesting to ask that question because most people are aware that the flu season is coming, but I think there's a little bit of a lack of belief that it's going to affect me and I'm the one who can get sick. I think a lot of people just think it will be everybody else and I'll be okay this year, and I think that's maybe why people don't prepare sufficiently.
There's also a belief among some people that the common injection and that sort of medication that you would take ahead of the flu season is not necessarily as effective as it's sold to be. Is that fact?
I think what's important to understand here is that there are many strains of colds and there are 3 different strains of flu. So when you take the flu jab, it's not necessarily that you won't get sick. It's just to try and protect you against the specific strain that's causing the extreme illness for that season.
But if there's no guarantee that I will be 100% immune, surely then we can understand why people aren't even bothering with the precaution.
I think, you know, they're different strains, and the ones that make you really, really extremely sick and set you at high risk, that is the one that you're getting the vaccination against. And there's a difference between getting that extremely sick versus just getting a bit of a cold that keeps you in bed for 2 days.
We're speaking about medium-sized companies in particular losing about 105 days due to staff taking sick leave as a result of the common cold and flu. Do we know what that translates to in monetary terms?
Well, if we look at it, that statistic comes from the Oxford report, and they estimate that absenteeism costs companies cost the South African economy, between 12 and 16 billion rand a year.
Okay, so just a final one then, Anne-Marie. If I'm not going to get the jab, what else can I do to reduce risk of catching a cold or flu?
It's important to really support your immune system. So eating enough fresh fruits and vegetables, because that helps build your antibodies, getting enough rest, following good hygiene practices, washing your hands properly. I think very few people understand that when you wash your hands, you need to wash for about 20 seconds to really clean them properly. Try and keep your hands away from your face, because that's often how we do spread the virus. And also sneezing correctly. We were all taught as kids to sneeze into our hand, but you actually put all that virus onto your hand. So you're far better off just sneezing into your elbow or otherwise sneezing into a tissue. Makes quite a big difference.
Look, sneezing into the elbow might look a bit awkward in public, but for now, thank you, Anne-Marie Blackmore.